We got some trouble here today, guys. The FBI has come down on me for some reason. And I'm not crazy, but I am schizoaffective bipolar. Been diagnosed formally. My treatment's at Rosenblum, and they say my doctor is no longer practicing there. So this is a formal indicator that no one called me, no one told me a thing. My brother has been harassing me about compliance. My mom yelling at me about other things on medication, and I went to Greenbrier last. They may have fudged some things, and they tried to put me on 20 milligrams of Abilify, which is a lot, more than I was ever given before. And I had never received Abilify at all at that place. Also, more that my Enlight, my folic acid, has been pretty much restricted to nothing. Could be withdrawn right now, I don't know. But they also they forwarded to my primary, saying that I need to talk to them. And that's fine. But also, I ran out of Abilify 2 milligram. So I'm taking Abilify 10 milligram, cutting in half, to keep myself being over medicated, but at the same time, probably still over medicate myself. And I've yet to hear back from anybody about my replacement from my psychiatrist. And also, I have a feeling that they're lying to me. Not trying to cast aspersions or anything, a lie, but these have always been documented by my recording and other ways of recording. So, I like to say I've been wrong probably a few times by the healthcare industry. North Oaks threw a shot of a geodine that are infused formally. Some people I knew over there look very familiar. I don't know. A conspiracy is a conspiracy. I mean, I would say I had one around, all around the block of Lake Pontchartrain. But we'll get into that kind of stuff before I guess jam. And my star sign is Leo. Anyways, Project Starscream is here. You may jam the stars you want. So here we go. All right, same drum kit last time, so nice sound. So a drum lesson. Play the way you want to, keep practicing until you get it right. Starscream was run by Omen and Kay Terrio, who I experienced with in a diversion, which was a previous running with law misdemeanor charge of marijuana. Small amount of marijuana. They also went to my house after I gave consent, raided the entire thing. They threatened me with the dogs tearing things up. And I think it was undercover people that were, a dom was dropped upon me or something like that, whatever you want to play. A snitch was there. I'm not going to say who. There's a few people I have in mind. But after this, I went to diversion. Before this, I went to jail for 2 weeks because of contempt of court for testing positive for marijuana. I was also forced to pay for my drug test. We'll get to that later on. But anyways, diversion program went through. My officer was Kay Terrio. I believe she became an FBI agent, and she started a new line of Star Jammers, which was probably in cahoots with a few other notorious gangs of possible cannibals. And I'll tell you a history lesson I won't tell you. John Wayne Gacy is multiple people. My experience with my madness, insanity, we call it, was that satellites were beaming into me. Bluetooth was trying to control my thoughts, and thought projection was very possible. People thought it wasn't possible, but I mean, the whole thing about having the CIA broadcast into your teeth is a very common myth, but I believe it's true. Because the old fillings we had to fill our teeth in were very much a conductive material. you know, maybe gold, silver, whatever. Not until later on we had a synthetic enamel, or even better now we have a Japanese came along with the technology to express um, DNA that would I guess create nubs. You can actually have real teeth grow in and attach. I'm not sure how far they'll go, but I would say my old dentist Sula Blanc was a genius. Anyways, moving on. The cock in the nostril in the morning. Anyway, the CIA, FBI have been known to traffic drugs all around and use other gangs and other things to kind of run those things for them. There's many epidemics they had in the 70s, LSD, marijuana, different things. So, I mean, that it usually meant the downfall of those races or people. The crack epidemic, the cocaine epidemic, the designer drug epidemic. Almost got I'm a stuttering problem, anyways. So you use drugs and many things that the government poisons you with. I'm not trying to speak against the government because a lot of capacity they're great, but sometimes the people around them are really shitty. And we'll keep going playing drums. Education here. I'm an agnostic druid. I'm a Catholic, which has turns back to certain teachings of the Catholics. Mainly, they seem to be a money-grubbing organization for, I guess, death upon a soul and death upon regular human beings. They maybe have a secret society that wants to kill certain people. And I'm not saying anything. Certain stars that rise above, and may have affiliation with the FBI and CIA. But this is all conspiracy. I also want to get to about my network has been hacked multiple times. Charter, I try complaining about these things, and they don't know anything about these things. My debit card, credit card have been skimmed. But obviously if the network is hacked and get into your computers, my Linux computer has been wronged. I can't use it anymore. My Windows computer has been wronged as well, and I fear the military is involved. But yet again, I am crazy. I cannot express these things to people because sometimes where you live, you cannot ever express things to the formality of the authorities because they will definitely put you in cuffs of some sort, like mental institutions, where you stay there on hold for they call PEC for weeks at a time, where they drug you so they hope you forget things. It won't happen though, because the memory is pretty good, but they will try to kill you other ways. They find out what your allergies are. Be careful, people. Just know that your thoughts, if they're not your own, please ignore them. Not so much. I was wrong by North Oaks many times. I was wrong by visuals numerous times. I was wrong by Rosenblum numerous times. These are all places, facilities for mental health. I hopefully have lawsuits pending. I don't know. People kind of mess with me because they think I'm a kind of a addict of some sort. Who like to indulge and shoot things that are actually legal in the United States. We'll keep going, but I was attacked by I presume a gang member at Visuals, where he was trying to attempt to assault me, and he missed, and I kind of I would say beat up, but I was able to get the better of him of some sort. He wasn't a big man, he wasn't a small man, but I believe he was trained. But pretty much I hit him in the head, and I got him down to the ground, and before it got bad, I turned my way to the nearest person of authority and pretty much bowed and accepted that hopefully this person could stop the fight. While the other person who I assume was a gang member, pretty much tried to beat me up. He tried to come after me, they had to hold him back. Hopefully there's videotape of these things. I mean, Hammond charged me, formally didn't read my Miranda rights. I was in a transport vehicle. They didn't strap me down. I kind of had a concussion for a little while. Visuals had a weird thing where they, not visuals, Greenbrier had a weird thing where they tried to brainwash us. I mean, it was pretty much that. They had some weird psychedelics in the water supply. I had to start drinking the sink water to avoid losing my mind. So anyways, I didn't tell people these things because they're very personal to me and they're very traumatizing. I do this because it's more for my record of what's going on in my life in general. I feel my life is at stake as someone because I'm in stalked. It could be my paranoia, but I have not smoked marijuana in a while. I have not drank alcohol in a while. And these are pretty much the source of my anxiety relief to a certain extent, but I do have other things to keep me going. But I believe some of my people have poisoned my food around here, broke in, stolen things, reorganized. I believe there's listening devices around my house. I mean, who knows? I could be just on my rocker. Who knows? But I mean, yet again, cell phones, computers, all these things are meant to be listening devices by the NSA at certain points, and who knows what weird things people do in life. So my whole thing I'm getting to is that I'm being censored by multiple platforms on social media. One being Reddit.